Good morning, thriving warriors. Today is Friday, May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, 2023. Here we are in Amargosa Valley. It's 5:59 a.m. It's 48 degrees. The low today is 46 to 72. Okay, not a 30-degree temperature swing, but the temperature is going back up. It's kind of cold and windy yesterday, but here we are today at Department of Career Services, where our goal is to help you get from point A to point B on your journey. And it is a journey. It's a journey that we are each responsible for. Good morning, Charlene. How are things over there in Porumpertucky? Good morning, Todd. So here we are. Our goal is to help you get there. How do we do it? We do it through a series of morsels that we can scoop out, easy to grab, easy to digest, nourishing, just a little bit of energy to help us on that journey. So this is the first one, this video, this little podcast. But down below in the description, there's a whole bunch of stuff. That's where the treasure is. Not buried, that's where the treasure is. So we have a link to the motivational video that I watched prepare today. Once again, was very good. We have a Jordan Peterson video, a Daily Stoic video, TED Talk. This is week 2, day 5 in our course. This is Jill Bolte Taylor, Harvard scientist, talking about neuroscientist, talking about what happens in your brain when you're having a stroke, as she lived through it. Good morning, Diana. We have Baraka Church, we have David Goggins, we have Jack Rowland, we have an Aesop fable, we have a Seth Godin blog post, we have a prayer, and good morning, Maria Sanchez, on this Cinco de Mayo. Okay, next. All right, so that's what we have. Please subscribe, share, click on the bell, thumbs up, you know the thing. All right, so let's get ready to get started. Just in order to start, we necesitamos café. Café de Peru. No, this is French roast. So we have our coffee. We have a pen, and we have our book to write in. Why? Because we want to remember this stuff. It's not enough to learn it. It's not enough to passively or actively watch it. We need to get the information from our ears into our working memory, and then into our long-term memory, and then become habits, and then routines, and then bingo, bango, bongo, we are successful. All right, coffee. Good cracker. All right. Okay, so moving right along. Our first or our next little morsel. Let's see. Let's get the net. Oh, yeah, cool. Tasty. Advice from an 80-year-old. Number 5, in a fight, hit first and hit hard. It doesn't say to fight, but it says in a fight. Now, this was also said in Wyatt Earp. Gene Hackman said it to Kevin Costner. Wyatt Earp's dad said it to Wyatt Earp. Young Wyatt Earp, who was leaving to go out and make his way in the world. Don't get in fights, but if you do, hit fast, hit first, hit hard. Be the first, hit hard. Okay, next, moving right along, our attitude of gratitude. So we write, what do we write, Charlene? What do we write? I'm so grateful and happy now that blank. And then ask your brain the question, what am I so happy and grateful for now? Well, ponder it. Charlene, I'm so happy and grateful now that, right, correct. Okay, what am I so happy and grateful for now? Well, haircut, 2 o'clock. Matt is coming up. I think Matt will be here for a short period of time. Moving forward. Let's see, what else? Have another opportunity to make things happen. Happy and grateful that we got the new book. We got our new book. God's Many Loves. So we're reading that to see if it's appropriate to use inside along with Inside Jails as a study. So that's cool. That's good. All right, moving right along. Our TED Talk today, Joe Bolte Taylor, my insight, my stroke of insight. So Joe Bolte Taylor, Harvard scientist, studying the brain, neuroscientist studying the brain. One morning gets up, working on her elliptical, doesn't feel right, discovers she's having a stroke, and then is able, as a brain scientist, to observe what's going on in her brain, even up to the point of thinking, okay, as she's in the ambulance, they're taking her away, that this is now poof, the air is out of the balloon, and then being surprised to wake up and find out she was alive, and then having 10 years of recovery. And then going out on the circuit and talking about the differences of the left hemisphere and the right hemisphere in our brains. So very, very cool. Definitely worth watching. All righty then. Next on our hit parade. How about, that's our TED Talk. How about Seth Godin? Seth Godin, The New Way to Work. Amazon is the last one. Let me go to this version. Amazon is the last one. They're probably the last huge company where hundreds of thousands of people will be surveilled, measured, and ordered to follow the rule book. The pandemic didn't create distributed work, the laptop did. Human interaction is critical, but the office isn't actually the most effective way to create that. David Risher might be mistaken. The new CEO of Lyft just ordered all the workers at HQ to come back to work. Of course, they've been at work all along, they just haven't been at the office. It takes a different set of leadership and engagement skills. Cut, redo. It takes a different set of leadership and management skills to create the conditions for effective distributed work. But it's incredibly powerful when you get it right. The method is not to count keystrokes or other false proxies of productivity. Instead, the opportunity is to offer significance. And there's a little link, The Song of Significance. Seth Godin. And you can get a 5-pack along with 25 free pamphlets, $50 value at this link. While supplies last, I appreciate your support. Okay, not sure what that means. I will come back to that later. That is the new way of work. All right, interesting. Okay, people, good morning, Jeff. Good morning. So let's see, we have Charlene, Todd, Diana, Maria, Jeff. Wow, wait, let me count that again. Charlene, Todd, Diana, Maria, and Jeff, 5 people. Wow, 5 live people. Kind of surprised V isn't here. Maybe she is, but she's not in the chat. Okay. Jeff, the mission today, maybe you have time for lunch. I got my hair cut at 2, but I got to get the stuff from Kevin. So I thought about renting a truck in Henderson, going and getting the stuff, bringing it to the apartments, dropping it off, getting Matt's stuff, getting V's stuff, driving back to Henderson, dropping the thing off, getting my car, haircut, and then head back by around 3. So where can I put the couch, table, and chairs? That's basically it, couch, table, and chairs. If you can help me with that, that would be great. Make arrangements for there to be a key if we're going to put it into an apartment or whatever. All right, good. Unit 6. All right, and then we can talk this morning regarding Tom's family. The move from here to there. It's kind of supposed to start this weekend. I'll talk more to you about that later. All right, but time is racing. Everybody's more interested in the fable. This could be something that relates to our people. The Bat and the Weasels. Maybe Maria can tell us how you say bat in Spanish and weasel in Spanish. Okay, Bat and the Weasel. A bat blundered into a nest of weasel. Wait, cut, redo. A bat blundered into the nest of a weasel, who ran up to catch and eat him. The bat begged for his life, but the weasel would not listen. "You are a mouse," he said, "and I am a sworn enemy of mice. Every mouse I catch, I'm going to eat." "But I'm not a mouse," cried the bat. "Look at my wings. Can mice fly? Why, I'm only a bird. Please let me go." The weasel had to admit that the bat was not a mouse, so he let him go. But a few days later, the foolish bat went blindly into the nest of another weasel. The weasel happened to be a bitter enemy of birds, and he soon had the bat under his claws, ready to eat him. "You are a bird," he said, "and I'm going to eat you." "What?" cried the bat. "I, a bird? Why, all birds have feathers. I'm nothing but a mouse." "Down with all cats," is my motto. And so the bat escaped with his life a second time. The moral of the story: set your sails with the wind. I say to you, set your sails with the wind? Not sure what that means, but I also say this: it's never good to start a relationship out on a lie. Of course, for the first weasel, the bat didn't lie when it said, "I'm not a mouse." That was true. But it wasn't exactly a bird either. And certainly in the second case, when he said, "I am not a bird," that was true. But it wasn't true when he said, "I'm a mouse." So half-truths are half-lies. Half-lies are lies. So don't start a relationship out on a lie. What would have been better for the bat to do? Well, if he wasn't going to lie, what should he do? Question, pause, wait. Anybody have any answers to that? And Jeff, I need to have a key to Unit 6, or there needs to be a key under the mat or something like that. Back to the fable. So what should the bat have done? In the first case, said to the weasel, "I'm not a mouse, I'm a bat. I'm a different thing. I'm not a bat. I'm not a mouse. I'm not a mouse, I'm not a bird. I'm kind of like a bird, but I'm not a bird. I'm a bat." And then the weasel would let him go because he wasn't a mouse. In the second case, when he got caught, he wouldn't have to lie and say he was a mouse. He would say the same thing. "I'm not a bird, I'm a bat. A bat is a different thing from a bird. Look, I don't have feathers." So that is what I say to you. It was a unique creature that could help weasels live better. Yeah, so that would be the next thing. Bond, add value. I'm down with birds. I'm a bat, down with birds. Then what? Add value. How can I help the weasel live a better life? And then ask, hey, let me live. All righty then, prayer of the day. Prayer of the day, prayer for guidance. Lord, guide me, teach me, strengthen me, till I become such a person as thou would have me be. Pure and gentle, truthful and high-minded, brave and able, courteous and generous, dutiful and useful. Amen. All right, cool. Cool, good prayer. Good prayer. On Swain in Maryland, if you're down before I'm off. If you're down before I'm off. Okay, my haircut is at 2. I want to have everything done by 2. The truck returned by 2. So kind of my idea is to pick up the truck in Hendersgood at around 10, get the stuff from Kevin's house, get over to the apartments by noon, get Matt's stuff, and then head back. Maybe get there by 9, maybe get the truck by 9. Okay, so that's where we is, 1629 in, and now we've got the Diana thing. So we've got a couple morsels left, End of the day, end of the week, where our goal is to make things happen, proceed along the journey. Diana, yes, okay, next little morsel, get our net, scoop it out, chomp chomp, easy to digest, easy to get, nutritious. This one is, you want to get from point A to point B, act such that yesterday was the only easy day. Get comfortable being uncomfortable, embrace the suck. Don't try to find a way to make your life easier. Okay, find ways to make your life better. Act such that everything you do matters in service to others. Make other people's life better. Good people will reciprocate. So you do something good for them, they're going to reciprocate, your life is going to get better. You do the same thing versus trying to manipulate people to get them to do what you want. Okay, and let's see, last morsel, scoop it out, chomp, 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 swallow. Boy, that was good. That was nutritious. When is the journey over? The journey is over when your heart stops beating, when you stop breathing. That's when the journey is over. Where Charlene says, if you are still here, God is not through with you yet. You still have things to do. Part of God's plan. Okay? God doesn't need us. We're part of the plan. We have free will. All righty then. So, and Charlene, Diana says, and cut. So I guess we got to end this. And Charlene says, and cut. Okay, everybody, happy Cinco de Mayo. Until we meet again, until tomorrow, and cut.